Receiving simulator transmission. Uploading transmitted feed. Initializing playback sequence. Alright Seipher, we're ready.
Hey everyone, Seipher here, and welcome back to Seipher Plays Kingdom Hearts. Also, happy Halloween, at least I assume it is Halloween when this episode debuts. Really wanted to sing that last line to the tune of This is Halloween from The Nightmare Before Christmas, but I will spare you guys that as I cannot sing for beans. In any case, in the last episode, we delved into the torture chamber of Oogie's manor to take on the bag of bugs himself, Oogie Boogie. Despite his twisted casino games, we came out victorious, but little did we know his darkness would not let him go down so easily, as he merged with his manor to take us on again. We ultimately felled the burlap titan before sending him packing and sealing Halloween Town's keyhole. This time, we find ourselves back in Traverse Town to restore the final torn page of the 100 Acre Wood. Kind of a tonal whiplash, considering if all goes according to plan, this will be debuting on Halloween. But first, before we do that, we have some things to go over and a few other things to grab. First and foremost, we have a new Keyblade. The Pumpkin Head. Compared to the Crab Claw, it doesn't have the MP boost, but in every other respect, it is much better of a Keyblade. It has a long reach, so our first long reach since the Jungle King. It has respectable physical power at 7, just one more than the Crab Claw, but hey, beggars can't be choosers. And it also deals a string of critical blows. It has the highest critical rate of any Keyblade outside of the Wishing Star that we've seen so far, at a whopping 40%. A trait that it actually shares with 3 other Keyblades, but we will be seeing those later. In any case, I also went ahead and changed around Goofy's Fire-Raga ring for the Holy Circlet. It doesn't give as much defense as the Fire-Raga ring, but it does give a 20% resistance to all the basic offensive spells, Fire, Blizzard, and Thunder, and it raises his max AP by a pretty good amount. With that extra AP, Goofy was able to equip Rocket and his second MP Rage that he learned in the fight with Oogie Boogie, so all in all, pretty good. Should help with his tanking role and support roles, especially once we get one last thing that we will be getting in this episode. In any case, now that that's all gone over, I would also like to say that I went back to Halloween Town off-screen after selling off some gummy blocks to Sid so that we could go pick up that one chest that I couldn't grab last episode. In any case, now we want to head into Geppetto's house, and we want to speak to Pinocchio. Sora, look, this was my idea. Obtain Chocobo. Yep, that is another gummy ship blueprint. You can have it. You can only get that by entering and exiting this house 30 times. So, if you're interested in it, go ahead, but I just wanted to show that off. I don't intend to use it at all. In any case, I will see you guys over at the Dalmatian's house, as our Dumbo trick did get us enough puppies to get our next reward. For finding 60 puppies, we get a gift from Pongo and Perdita, a Mega Elixir. Not all that great compared to some things, but hey, I'll take it. If you didn't manage to get the extra chest with the puppies that was in Guillotine Square, you can come back and get this later. I'm just taking care of this now because I have the 60 puppies to go with it. In any case, I'll meet you guys back in Merlin's study. Okay, now that we are here in Merlin's study, we want to actually talk to him, as since we have all 7 of the arts, he has something for us now. You're becoming a real sorcerer. Here's something for your effort. Goofy obtained Dream Shield. I'd better get busy too. And I am sorry that I am not keeping his voice consistent. I can never quite remember what I'm doing with his voice, and it's honestly hard to keep track of. I probably shouldn't even bother with a voice for him, but whatever. We don't have anything that the fairy godmother can do for us, but let's actually take a look at that shield that we got for Goofy. Unlike the version that we had for the Dive to the Heart for Sora, this is a weapon for Goofy, as the thing implied. It is a little weaker than the Giga's Fist that he has equipped right now, but it is a medium shield, is basically the same strength, just one less, and it gives him a maximum of 2 MP on top of all that. 1 MP in the final mix version, so it got a bit nerfed there, but pretty good. With the MP gift setup that I've got, that is pretty much the best shield we have for Goofy right now, as it'll enable him to give Sora and Donald enough MP to stay in the fight and do what they do best. Anyway, with that all said, we have the final page of the 100 Acre Wood to return, so let's examine the book for the final time. And we see a muddy path over here. A winding, muddy path. Take a look? Sure. What are you doing, Pooh? Shh! Quiet. They'll get away. Pooh! The people who took everyone away. See? Their footprints? We were all sticking together to make sure no one got lost again. But then, I saw some footprints that needed following, so I did. Suddenly, everyone was gone. Bad people must have taken them away. Oh, Pooh, you simple bear. Actually, Pooh, I think those footprints are, Anyway, I'll help you look for your friends. Yep, we have to help Pooh find his friends in this muddy path, and to start things off, we have to check out this bush over here, even though we did just see Tigger right over there. Eeyore? Hello. What are you doing? Looking for sticks to build my house. Again. Sticks for your house? This place already feels like a house. Seems like a great spot to gather everyone once we find them. The final minigame of the 100 Acre Wood, Pooh's Muddy Path. Help Pooh find his lost friends, target him with R1 to guide him. Before we actually get into this, I will just go over the basic gist of what you need to get the reward for this minigame. You have to complete this in 5 minutes or less. A pretty decent amount of time, if I may say so, compared to the 30 seconds that Tigger's giant pot for us, and some of the scores for the other minigames that we've completed. But in any case, I'm going to try and do this as fast as possible, and despite what it says here, you will not need Pooh for the majority of them. There is one friend here that we do need Pooh's help with, but he is obviously going to be the last one that we find, so don't bother with Pooh for starting out. Let's just do this. Now we're just going to want to run around here and strike the root here, as that should get Roo to jump down. And unfortunately the timer doesn't stop. I tried bouncing as high as Tigger. I was so busy trying to bounce, I forgot to watch where I was bouncing. Okay, thankfully it stops for this cutscene, which we will have to do every time. In any case, we want to quickly head over here and talk to Rabbit. Owl looks so intent on something, well, I just had to follow him. But then Owl flew off into the sky, and there I was, all by myself. Okay, not too shabby. We'll just leave Pooh where he is for right now, because the majority can be gotten like this. We want to come up here, and we got to be a little careful because it is possible to fall off. I saw Pooh walking away, so I bounced after him. Then I bounced a bit too high, and I lost all sight of old Pooh Bear. Alright, well, Tigger, you join the others. And now we are going to actually get Pooh involved. So let's quickly get him over to these purple flowers, because you have to be on ground for this scene, and you'll be forced to the ground if you don't. We're making pretty good time. I don't need to stress so much, but I want to see how fast I can possibly do this. Okay. It's gonna force us over oh, I thought it would force us over to the other side, but I guess not. In any case, we see this beehive here. You can either cast Ravera on this, or you can go to the other side. And I'm just gonna... Oh, and here I thought I would get right on over. Oh, well, sorry, did not mean to do that. We can cast fire on that spider's web to get Pooh through, and we can lead him over to these flowers. Oh. Well, that's gonna eat into some of my time. Okay. We'll get Pooh into the log and quickly get over. And we'll get him over to these flowers as quick as possible. This will get him up, and we still have a little under 2 minutes to get this completed, so let's pick up the pace. Get Pooh over here. Hello, Piglet. Pooh, where are we? I don't know where we are either, Piglet. But if we go back the way we came, we should find home. Okay, that gets Piglet downstairs, so that'll be helpful. Now we just need to quickly talk to Owl. I thought I'd have a better... Robot is bouncing. The next thing I knew, quite to my surprise, I was lost too. Okay, good. Now we just need to quickly go find Piglet. We have just enough time to talk to him here. I was scared when everyone disappeared, so I hid. Okay, and that should be under 5 minutes. Probably a bit faster if I didn't have to commentate, but whatever. Everyone's here. The torn page turned into a new item. Obtained orichalcum.
I'm so glad we're all together again. I didn't know what to do when I was all alone.
Oh, Piglet, you gotta be brave.
You weren't lonely at all?
Lonely? Are you kidding? I'm a Tigger. The most wonderful thing about Tiggers is I'm the only one. But I do admit, friends are awfully fun too. Sink, sink, sink.
Hey, Pooh. What are you thinking about now?
Oh, well, I'm just thinking about what to think about.
Well, I'm off.
Sora, where are you going?
I'm gonna go look for my friends. They're waiting for me.
Bounce on back again.
I hope you find your friends.
Sora, don't forget, we shall always be here. If you'd like to visit again, that is.
And with that, we have sealed the 100 Acre Wood's keyhole, protecting it forever from the Heartless. Not that the Heartless were ever there, but good to see. You have to be a bit of a cynic not to enjoy that silly sweetness of the 100 Acre Wood. In any case, we have to go back in just before we end things off, because there is now one thing left for us to do there. As I have acquired all the necessary times and scores for the 100 Acre Wood. So let's return to Pooh's house. And as proof of my accomplishments, all 5 of the honey pots here are filled to the brim with honey. And if we talk to Owl, you've been a great help, Sora. Thank you. You helped Pooh get honey from the bees. You helped protect Rabbit's carrots. You helped find Eeyore's lost tail. You bounced along with Tigger and Roo. And you found all of us when we were lost. We can't thank you enough. This is from all of us in the 100 Acre Wood. Sora learned cheer. So yeah, that is how you get Sora's cheer ability. You have to complete these mini games with the necessary scores. Once again, I believe it is 100 points for Pooh's Honey Hunt, 150 points or more for Block Tigger, 40 yards or more for Pooh's Swing, 30 seconds or less for Tigger's Giant Pot, and 5 minutes or less for Pooh's Muddy Path. So that is what you get. It is honestly a pretty cheap ability, so if you do like using summons a lot, you can definitely put it on. I think I will put it and the Combo Plus on now that we have enough AP for both. In any case, let's get out of here. And we will officially say goodbye to the 100 Acre Wood. First world that we won't be returning to anymore. Kinda sad, but hey, that's the whole point of a journey. In any case, with another world saved and backtracking complete, we are free to stop here. Next time, we head back out into the hyperlanes to continue our search. I want to thank you all for watching. Until next time, stay gold.
Playback sequence terminated. Transmission disconnected.